Hey, thank you, Lucy. It's been a long time we haven't spoken. It's awesome. Thank you for being here. I do want to address this because a lot of people actually do put themselves down, right? Unconsciously. And now we know we're a lot more conscious. And as you mentioned, like right as you were writing this, you were crying. And I so understand it because we feel so bad of talking to ourselves that way, that we're not enough, right? That we're not good enough. And I want to say that one thing that I've been doing is imagining my inner child as a 5-year-old. Imagining me having a picture of me as 5-year-old, and every time I would talk to myself in a bad way, imagine I'm telling that to my 5-year-old. And I know you have kids, so imagine you telling that everything you tell to yourself that you would tell to your kids. Would you tell that to your kids? Would you tell your daughter you're not enough? Would you tell that to your kids that you're not enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not right? If you can't, every time you tell it to yourself, they hear that. They see you as, they put you on the pedestal. And even if you teach them about self-love, if you don't do it yourself, that's what they hear from their mother, right? That's how they feel. Like that's the energy they're gonna see and feel, right? So always imagine your inner child, because that comes from your parents not validating you enough, right? So the perfect partner could give you all the compliments and everything in the world, but if you don't believe them for yourself, you will always doubt that partner's word. Eric, which for those who don't know was my husband before he passed away, he would tell me I was wonderful, I was amazing, beautiful, pretty, even when I cried. And I was like, God, like, I'm crying, I'm all poofy and red. I didn't find myself pretty. I was like, oh my God, I'm crying again. Like my ugly, like the ugly cry. We don't do ugly cry anymore. We just cry, right? And we have the power to say if we're hot or not. But I couldn't even accept, like, oh, he's just saying I'm pretty because I'm his wife, right? As if he doesn't have another choice. Even my parents, right? Well, just because I'm their kids, right? They don't have a choice to love me. Like, the thing is, we always have a choice. But just so that you start doing that with yourself, is how can you receive something that you don't give yourself, you don't believe worthy of receiving? So start by giving yourself some compliments. With the girls, we do some mirror work. We go in the mirror, we look at ourselves in the mirror, and it's like, I love you. You are beautiful. You are, like, this is what wealthy looks like. This is what I'm like, getting all of these things from TikTok as well. But start imagining every time you talk to yourself here, how it impacts your inner child. You are now reparenting yourself. And that's the first step that you can do to start going in the right direction. Because everything that you think will be said out loud. And if you don't feel good enough, you'll attract people who will not make you feel not good enough. But it's just because you already feel that way. So I know you can. I know you can. Ciao.